So here we are in beautiful Las Vegas at the Vegas shoot, and I want to share with you guys my strategy on doing the Vegas shoot. And I may do these for other tournaments that I go to this year, but this is how I planned out and intend to follow through on, doing my Vegas shoot. So the tournament itself starts with official practice day on Thursday. Now, being from the Northeast, I don't want to fly in Thursday for official practice, be 3 hours ahead of schedule, because it's going to be super late by the time I land here. So what I did is I landed on Tuesday. Now this is a big bonus because I could get acclimated to the time zone, and I'm going from like 20 feet above sea level to, I'm sure, several hundred, if not more, feet above sea level. Never Googled it, but I probably will at some point. So that's a big bonus right away. Come nice and early to the tournament. Number two is, it turns out there is unofficial practice. So on Wednesday, we have unofficial practice starting at 1 o'clock. Well, I've been here for almost a full day now, because today is Wednesday conveniently. So I'll be able to shoot the entire unofficial practice, and then I'll be here for the official practice the next day. So I have all these days ahead of me to do all this quality shooting and to really get acclimated to the shooting conditions. Now, conveniently, it worked out really well for me getting in on Tuesday, because there's weather issues going on in the Northeast, so a lot of the airports were closed, and my flight actually got canceled. So having that extra day you can burn up let me rearrange my flight so I could actually get out of New Jersey to get to the shoot here. So I'm going to be showing you, besides just my schedule, I'm going to show you like some of the places I like to stop that have fairly good deals and ways to like stretch your budget and stuff when at these events. Hello everybody, now we are on the subject of food in Vegas. So behind me here is the Coronado Cafe. I tend to go here for breakfast every morning. It's affordable, it's fairly easy to get into, but you do have to watch out. Since there's a lot of shooters, and since it is a pretty popular breakfast location, you're going to want to build some time into your schedule to get breakfast, especially if you have a morning shooting time. I would say anything before 10 o'clock. You're going to want to have extra time so you can get through the line that sometimes develops at this place. Other than that, you could always try and pick up some breakfast items from the concessions at the South Point, or there's a little shop across the street that I'll show you guys later that you can pick up other things that they don't carry here. Okay, so quickly I'm going to tell you what I do for lunch. Generally, we just pick up bread and then peanut butter and jelly, and we go and peanut butter and jelly it for lunch because, one, it's cheap, two, it's been my favorite food since I was a very small young child. So that's something easy to save a ton of money on. Now for dinner, there's a lot of great restaurants here, but again, I'm trying to maximize the amount of shoots I can go to at the same point in time, not eating garbage. So behind me is the Del Mar Deli. They have a lot of great, deli-related items. They got sandwiches, and they even got to go into like the quesadillas and stuff like that. So there's a lot of food options, and at the same point in time, you get a good quantity and quality of food for the price you're paying for it. So I feel like I get my money's worth out of it. Just as a side note, they do have a buffet here. I'm personally not the biggest buffet fan, so there won't be anything about that. But there is other food options. These just happen to be my favorite ones. So you can always check out their website, I guess, before going to the Vegas shoot, as long as they keep holding it at the South Point, and see what else you may be interested in. Okay, so I'm out in front of the South Point Casino, and they have a small shop there, but there's not a lot of variety. So if you want more variety, behind me here is the Green Valley Grocery, It's right across the street, and you can cross at the lights, so you shouldn't get ran over. But there you can pick up things like, you know, bread, and, you know, they have I guess a bit of a larger variety of juices and, you know, stuff like that. That way I can get rid of renting a car. So without a car rental, I'm saving a lot of money. But what is really convenient is, back to the South Point now, they offer a shuttle down to the Las Vegas Strip. Of course, we're technically on the Vegas Strip, but we're on like the newer section. All your famous hotels and all the famous attractions are further down by a few miles. But they offer a shuttle. You do have to pay, but they have scheduled times and stuff. You know, they do fill up, but at least it gives you a chance to affordably travel to the really popular sections of Vegas without having to rent a cab. Also, as a side note, if you're flying in and you schedule it ahead of time with the South Point, they offer a free shuttle from the airport to the hotel, and then from the hotel back to the airport on the day you depart. But you're gonna have to schedule it. You can't just do it at the last minute, because one, it fills up, and two, they don't always run them constantly, especially during the weekdays. So between that, you know, all those little things, I can get rid of a car. So there's several $100s in savings right there that I can either, you know, put to equipment or other archery related things.